They chose up. They chose up. They chose up, echoing in my head. Every time someone chooses someone over me.
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So this video is a video of a sister that I've posted a video about her before. Remember the video I did about the girl that was crying about her gym crush dumping her and all that? Remember that video? The girl, she's here on the internet again. Now she's crying that why is it that she can't find somebody to love her? Why is it that she has put in the work, she has so much love to give, and yet there's nobody to love her? She was really crying and whining and talking about how every time they keep picking other people over her, that means she's on the bottom, other people are on top. She just went on really just pouring her heart on how she feels really lonely and how she's beginning to hate men now because nobody's picking her and all that. And for me, I find this video very interesting. She also talked about how people should stop telling her to center herself, because that initial crush video, a lot of people was like, oh, love yourself. Clearly you don't love yourself, that's why you're looking for a man. And she said no, she loves herself, but she just wants a man so badly, and she's doing everything right. She has so much love to give, but there's nobody to give that so much love, and it's leading to her hating men. But yeah, and this video has also got a lot of people to talk, and some of the things that was said was very interesting, so I need you guys to check it out. So let's go check out the video, people's response to it, and then we'll come back and talk more.
My thing is, I'm so tired. I don't want anybody saying you don't love yourself. You need to learn to love yourself. I have so much love for myself. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming, and I need to share it. And I'm never good enough. I'm just not that person, and it hurts. And when you have people telling you that you need to love yourself, and you need to be alone, and you need to be by yourself, when there's people out here who don't do right, who have someone. And no, this is not about a fucking nigga. It's just, today has just been a really hard day, and I'm just overwhelmed, overstimulated, and I was thinking about everything in my life, and I recently found out some shit, and I'm just like, am I the Black Widow of women? Like, what is wrong with me?
Nothing.
And I'm so tired because I'm doing the work. I'm doing what needs to be done. I've been single for 2.5 years. I don't go out of my way to talk to anybody. They talk to me. I'm tired of hearing people tell me the time will come. I know, but it doesn't feel good to hear it. I just want to be loved, and I want to give the love that I have, and nobody wants it. Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, why doesn't anybody want to take the time to see that I'm valuable? I'm worth it. I pray to God every day. Please send me someone. I'm ready. I'm born and ready. And I'm scared, and I'm never gonna be able to get married, and I'm never gonna be able to have kids, and I'm never gonna be able to have the life that I want. Because no one is acting right these days. I can't breathe. I'm just tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired, and I just don't want to do this anymore. I just want to turn off all of my emotions and just say it. Just be by myself for the rest of my life, because it's just never can happen. It's never gonna work. I just hate men more and more, and it's like I don't want to have hate in my heart for anybody, but I just hate. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate men. Oh my god, I hate men. Oh, they chose up. They chose up. They chose up, echoing in my head. Every time someone chooses someone over me, that is what's echoing in my head. I'm just not good enough. They chose up. I'm not good enough because they chose up. I'm down and they chose up.
Wow.
And I don't care about what y'all say about me crying. I do what the want because this is my page. And I know there's somebody going through the same thing I'm going through or feeling the same way that I'm feeling. And so I'm being that person for them to let them know that you're not alone and this world is sucky and men suck. They suck. And this is literally a minor inconvenience in my day. It hurts so much to breathe. Okay. I don't care. Oh, they chose up. They chose up. They chose up.
Every single time I see Shorty, she's crying about not having a man. I don't understand why having a man seems to be the end all be all for her. Like, do you even like yourself? You're not, obviously, you're not comfortable being by yourself and enjoying the time that you have with yourself. I don't understand what the rush is to get into a relationship, as if being in a relationship is going to solve all your problems. You can form platonic relationships that will give you just as much, if not even more validation than romantic relationships ever will. You're trying to force something and you're going to end up, one, in an unfavorable situation, two, in a violent situation, or three, in a toxic situation. All of those situations are not beneficial for you. You on the internet hollering and whatnot about you don't have a man. So what? There are millions of people out there that don't have a man and they're not doing the dumb shit that you do on the internet. Like, what type of lesson are you putting out for these young girls? Oh, you're not worth it if you don't got a man. Like, please.
I'm so tired because I'm doing the work.
This is why I think that people decenter men just so that they can get another man. Like, I think that people use the term decentering men where they focus on themselves and they go to therapy and they eat right and they take care of their body. And it's not because they just want to improve themselves and they want to feel good and better about themselves and have better energy. It's because they think that it attracts better men. That's what it is. That's the underlying motivation behind a lot of the reason why people decenter men. It's, I did this work. Where's my prize? That's what it is. And it's also the reason why I say maybe self-love should replace romantic love. Like, maybe it should, because this is how you behave. When it doesn't happen after you've done the work, this is how you behave. You break down all that self-work and self-worth work that you've done, it disappears. All the good things that you think about yourself, it crumbles. All the work that you did about your life, it where is it? You didn't get your prize, so you don't see a point. So maybe self-love does need to replace romantic love, because a lot of y'all are embarrassing.
Men suck.
Men don't suck. Your idea of men suck. Like, you centering your entire life around companionship that you don't have yet sucks. Like, go outside, touch grass, breathe in some fresh air, and relax. You need to relax, okay? And on top of that, where are your real friends? Because your real friends shouldn't allow you to post videos like this and think it's okay. They also should be having this conversation with you, like, stop centering your life around men in general. Like, it's not always about companionship. Go enjoy your life. You're young. Enjoy it. Do what you want to do. Have fun. But don't get on this app crying about companionship that you don't have, or someone who has chosen someone else over you. Like, just relax. It's not about being picked. Stop waiting to be picked and choose yourself. Like, go pick yourself up and go outside and have fun. I don't know what's up with you.
Oh, they chose up. They chose up. They chose up.
As I'm going through the comments, I just really see that the world is a really ugly ass place. This woman chose to be able to be vulnerable with her emotions, and y'all are choosing to sit there and bash her for feeling her emotions when half of the people in the comments can't even sit there and feel their emotions. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, I think people forget that women are emotional creatures. Like, regardless of how hard y'all try to play it or how y'all try to be, like, women do have feelings. Like, what the like, literally, what happened to women empowering other women? Like, I just literally don't understand this shit. Like, I feel like that females want to be so mean girl, bitchy now. Like, that shit is up, literally, on God. Like, y'all see a woman on her crying because her feelings are hurt, and y'all are trying to invalidate her feelings. Well, you can't make a man the center of you. It's all in how y'all word it. I'm not saying that I don't agree with y'all saying decenter a man, because I do. But I swear to God, it's other ways that you can approach that. It's different ways that you can give that message. Like, I just don't like when people do that, like, seriously, because we are all women at the end of the day, and we have all been there, regardless if we show it to the internet. We have all been there. So I just don't like when people like, it gets to a point. Instead of giving some helpful advice, instead of being a girl's and actually sit there and talk from experience, y'all want to try to belittle the next woman because she's intact with her emotions. Nobody wants to be a hard ass, mean ass 24/7. Like, literally, I feel like that is a beautiful, vulnerable moment that she just had. And I really pray that, you know what I'm saying, like, that God comes and comforts her in her heart, seriously, and helps her to see that she is the prize. Because I just literally don't like the way that y'all are in the comments. Like, I just don't like that shit. Like, that shit is so ugly. Like, y'all need to reevaluate yourselves, seriously.
Every time someone chooses someone over me, that is what's echoing in my head. I'm just not good enough. They chose up.
Sister, you are dating wrong. I'm telling you, I know 100% you are dating wrong. You're dating with a fantasy in your mind. Every crush you have, every dude that's, giving you a little attention, you automatically put him in your husband mind. Say, oh yeah, I'm about to be in love. No, you are the prize. Stop choosing them and let them choose you. When I was talking to people and dating, I didn't care about nobody until I seen that you care so much about me. I would talk to multiple people, and trust me, all those people you talk to, you are not at the top of their list. That's just reality. But it's gonna be some where you are, and there will be signs. That man gonna be looking for your text, okay? He gonna be asking you to hang out. He gonna make time for you that's when you know, okay, now I can focus a little bit. I was dating and talking to many people when I met my husband. We met and he automatically was making time for me. He used to work 2 jobs. He'd be like, oh, you know what? We should go on a lunch date. That was our first date, a lunch date. And he had to go to work after. He would drive an hour to come see me. There was so many signs. He was just like, he had chose me. I knew I was at the top of his list. And then I was comfortable. That's when you start giving people your good attention. You start actually opening up your heart a little bit. Like, okay, you doing right, so I'm going to give you a little more. But until that moment, we all friends. And you need to stop romanticizing the men. Because, baby, they do not be all that. And every time you think about showing a man more love, think. It's a woman in that phone who he calling first, who he texting first, who he begging. He begging to see. And if you not that person, then it's null and void. That's just somebody on the side. You ain't worried about them. And stop thinking of it as them choosing up and you not being good enough. They just chose somebody that they already had their mind on. Because you steady trying to choose them and you not letting the man choose you. You steady saying, oh, I like him, he's fine. But he got somebody else on his mind, and then you try to enter and it all come crumbling down because he was already unfocused and you not taking the signs. There was no room for him to focus on you. I promise you, you know, in the first week, if you start growing to the top of a man list, or if you at the top of the man list, or if you just not up there. They're very simple.
They just stop echoing in my head. Every time someone chooses someone over me, that is what's echoing in my head.
You have to put that phone down. You have to put the phone down. Like, I mean, you absolutely 100% unequivocally need to put the fucking phone down. Anytime you get to crying, call a friend. And I'm not saying it on no funny shit like everybody else is probably saying it, like you're male-centered, hopefully you'll eventually grow out of it. But what I'm saying is you're going to attract the wrong people. That video is getting millions and millions of views, and what you're going to run into, you're not going to run into a man that's like, oh, like, she's so vulnerable, she's so sweet, she deserves to be loved, like, I would love to be the one to treat her right. No, you're going to run into the worst possible kind of person. Someone that is going to see you and you're coming on here pouring out your heart, saying what you need, telling them how to take advantage of you. That is what you are possibly setting yourself up for. And I know you might say like, oh, I'm not going to fall for it. Men like that have that type of patience, like you never see it coming. So what I'm saying is get off the internet doing that shit, because what they see is a desperate woman, a woman that is desperate for love. And women who are desperate for love end up in the worst situation. And you're on here saying like, oh, you love yourself. You cannot. The level of self-love and self-awareness that you think you might have is not there yet, because you're not being cautious of what you are opening yourself up to, the damage that you could be possibly doing to your future dating history. Also, you're scaring the hoes. Any dude that really actually might like you on a personal level, if they got the opportunity to know you, is gonna see that and be like, bro, she tripping. And there's nothing wrong with, we all get overwhelmed. But it comes off as you're just desperate to be in a relationship, because you're like, oh, there's people that's not doing right that's in relationships, and there's people that are doing right and that's in relationships, and there's dogs that's not in relationships. Like, just get the fuck off the internet. You scaring the hoes.
Please go down in the comment section, share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this story, the conversation down in the comment section. Okay, love to know what you think. But as always, please keep it respectful. We are on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thoughts. Okay, for me personally, like Frankie said, get off the internet, girl. Like, get off the internet. You're just going, like, there's nothing wrong with expressing your emotions and all that. I'm very tuned in emotions, and I'll say I used to be that lover girl and all that, but I get it. Sometimes you have to get in tune with your emotions, but putting it on the internet like that, repeatedly talking about how desperate you are to have a man, she's talking about, oh, nobody should tell her to love herself and all that. Girl, you don't even love, because if you love yourself, you're going to put yourself first. And I get the need. There are that need as people. I know as women will come out like, oh, men this, men that, and all that. But there's that need as human beings generally. We want compassion, we want love, and it can come in any form. But the fact that this lady is just so focus on it coming from a man, that's where our problems come from. That's because she does not love herself, she does not know who she is as a person. Because like I've always said repeatedly, like the content of being by yourself, it's a feeling that I never knew that I needed and all that I really love. Initially, I'm a very clingy girl to my man, like I'm that person. But after doing the work and realizing and just really trying to improve myself and be a better version of myself and center myself in my life, it was a different old game. I start enjoying my own company. I love being by myself. And this has gotten a couple of people worried and like, oh, are you sure? I've got people like, are you sure? Or you are just like, come on. But that's exactly what's wrong with this woman. This woman really needs to go to therapy, have friends. And the truth is that I feel like she doesn't have friends because she has friends. They would tell her to take out that video, not to post that video. But clearly, there's something missing here because she keeps comparing herself to other people. And that's one thing that if you're a person that have done the work and you're like myself, like I don't compare myself with nobody. Like I'm in my own lane, everybody's in their own lane. Like stop comparing yourself with other people about what other people have and what other people don't have. And being on the internet repeatedly crying and talking about how desperate you want a relationship, it's just going to attract all the bumps and riffraffs all around you. And you're just going to just keep crying more. Because by the time they are done with you, you'll cry and start feeling less worthy of yourself. Get what you need is to get off your phone, stop posting things like this. And you guys know I love when people post their vulnerable moment and all that, but this is not time for her to be posting the back to back. Go get off the internet, call your friends, call your therapy, and start the work. And ask yourself the question: why do you really need a man so much? Why is that something like so? Like go deep into yourself and ask yourself why, because sometimes you get this so-called the man you're looking for, and then you'll be in a toxic relationship, in a relationship that has so much abuse. So ask yourself, what's really the reason why you want a man, why you want this relationship so bad? You have so much love to pour it into yourself, pour it into the people around you that are showing you that they love and care for you. Pour it into them. And this is why when we talk, yeah, I always talk about how as women, this is most of us have been programmed this way that we need a man, we need a man, and we'll do anything to keep the man. And I feel like the way she is coming across, even when she meets somebody, she's not going to overdo it. And you guys know I don't like the mind games people play when it comes to relationship and all that. Say what you want, I say what I want. If it clicks, it clicks. But she's going to overdo it because she wants to overcompensate for finding somebody, and the person is just going to feel really like, what's going on here? Girl, just take a real chill pill about, like, take a chill pill, go to therapy, call your friends, find a new hobby. Like, if possible, at this level where you are, find something to distract you at this point. Get a new hobby, go to the gym, like find something that is going to, because apparently it's like you have so much time in your hand that you come online to do this, all honestly. And the sister talking about how some people decenter men so that they can center men, not because they really want to center men. That was really an interesting take. For me personally, I kind of see where she's coming from, because there are some people that is like, oh, I'm just centering myself so that they can have a man. But for me, there's nothing really wrong with that if you're attracting the right type of man. And that's one thing I stand here, like when you've done the work, when you've centered yourself and all that, you know exactly what you want out of a relationship, and you're very intentional. So you're asking yourself the question, how does this relationship serve me, Anna? And if that's check all the box of what you really want after healing yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. If you find a good person, good luck to you. Like, there's nothing wrong. My own concern here is don't be in a relationship that they are giving you the bare minimum and you still are there giving 150%. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this video. Your thoughts, share it down in the comment section. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We are banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.